That's basically what I've been thinking over the last week. The power of your mind, the state that your mind is in, is important. If you tell yourself that you cannot do something, you will not do something. So don't count yourself out. You are literally your number one enemy. Everybody always says this, but it's true. I wanted to change my way of thinking. I wanted to change that whole, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to. You either believe that you can or you don't at all. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another weekly recap. This is the second to last one. Next week, we are done with the challenge. Well, actually, not even next week. We're almost done in a couple days, honestly. Point is, this is probably the last to second last one. Anyways, what I have been thinking about this week, I asked you last video what you thought it was. It's both. So, power of the mind and eye of opportunity. Now, first, power of the mind. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out of the world we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger, faster man, but sooner or late, the one who wins is the one who thinks he can. I don't know if that really helped you as much to kind of get a picture of anything, but for me, it made me think of a time back in high school when I was trying to join the volleyball team. Not join the team, but I was trying to hit varsity, having zero experience compared to everybody else there, feeling like I deserved to be on varsity. So here's how that story went. I learned the game through preseason, and when tryouts came, I made the team. Everybody made the team because there wasn't a lot of kids who were trying out, but that's not the point. Point is, I made the team. That was already step one. I knew that varsity was the highest you can get. That was the highest level of pure skill that you can get to in high school, so might as well try out for varsity. I was a sophomore by the time I joined the team. Everybody there joined freshman year. Imagine that. They all have more skills, more experience, more knowledge of the game, and I knew nothing wanting to get to varsity. I wanted to be at the top compared to these people who had way more skill than me. Essentially, I didn't miss a single practice, and my plan of action was to watch videos and then replicate them in practice and then see what other people were doing and copy them. A year passes and I get varsity bench. Now, it's not crazy. I wasn't a starter, but I made it to varsity bench. If you really think about it, to go from being zero, having nothing, no skills, you don't know the game, you don't know how anything works, you just are there. And your dream is to be one of the best at that field, in that field, compared to everyone else, to at least be equal to them, if not higher than them. And then a year later, you basically almost accomplished that feat. Now, this was before COVID, so COVID hit and then everything just kind of went to shit. But just the fact that I made it to bench for varsity by junior year, I feel like says a lot. Because in my mind, my state of mind was, I will accomplish this goal regardless of how long it takes me. I will be in varsity regardless of how long it takes me. 1 year later, I am 1 year later, I am in varsity. I hit bench. I got to varsity bench. This, like, I don't know how else to make you realize how, I don't want to say difficult, but damn near difficult it is to do that in a singular year. Is that not crazy? Anyways, my whole state of mind was that I will accomplish this feat. I will accomplish this. I will. That was my whole thing. That shit was crazy, in my opinion. Anyways, the second one was eye of opportunity. Now, what this means is when you open your mind to looking for certain things, you'll find it. I feel like that also has to do with the story that I just told, where I was looking for constant opportunities to prove myself, constant opportunities to be like, hey, this is why I deserve to be here. No matter what you say, you can say you're not ready. I will prove to you that I am ready, or can be taught to be ready. I was constantly looking for those opportunities, and when those opportunities came, this is a whole nother thing, by the way. I feel like I had performance anxiety, which was very difficult to even realize that I had in the first place. And it was too late by the time I did realize I had it. And it was only by reflecting on those events that I realized that I had performance anxiety. But anyways, like I said, that's a whole nother topic. Essentially, I found those opportunities, and when I could, I did. I proved myself constantly, over and over and over again, until I hit varsity bench. I was rewarded for that. The two almost go hand in hand, honestly. First, power of the mind, state of mind. What state is your mind in when you are telling yourself, damn, I really want to do this thing? Are you doubting yourself? Because if you are, you're not going to do it. I'll promise you that. You can, if you want to hit a PR in the gym and you think to yourself, damn, this is a lot of weight, I don't know if I could do it, you lost it. You're done. You're not going to be able to do it. And if you do, maybe you just had a lot of raw strength. I don't know what to tell you. But I promise you, most of the time, when you start thinking, damn, I don't know if I can, you won't. 100% you will not. So what state is your mind in? How are you talking to yourself when you're by yourself, when you're giving yourself a challenge to complete? Even in the beginning of this, I literally said, I don't think I can complete this, but I'm going to try anyways. The whole point was that I wanted to change my way of thinking. I wanted to change that whole, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to, because that having doubt, having hesitation is what realistically gets you nowhere. If you're driving and you have to make a right turn onto traffic, oncoming traffic, and they're going 60 miles an hour, 70, let's make it faster, 100 miles, no, I'm playing. But if they're going pretty fast and you want to make that right turn and you hesitate, you let go, you're going, and then you stop, you're going to cause a crash. You either go or you don't. You either believe that you can or you don't at all. Simple as that. And most of the time, you won't. Well, not most of the time. I'm sorry. I don't mean to like discourage you. I'm saying most of the time, if you think that you can't, then you won't. But if you're like, shit, I gotta, this is what I will, you will. Simple. It's simple, but it's not easy. But yeah, that's basically what I've been thinking over the last week. The power of your mind, the state that your mind is in is important. If you tell yourself that you cannot do something, you will not do something. So don't count yourself out. You are literally your number one enemy. Everybody always says this, but it's true. If you think that you can't, you won't. So think that you will, and you will. And it might not happen right away, but don't let that failure bring you down. Because you're always going to fail at something, regardless of what it is. But know that once you fail, think to yourself, I can do better than this, and you will improve from that failure. Always. Always. Unless you literally count yourself out and say, damn, I don't know if I can after I failed the first time. None of that. None of that thinking. I will allow none of that thinking. And if you have that mindset, I can't really stop you, but I hope that you can change it for real. And the second one is looking for opportunities. Once you open your mind to finding chances, you will find them way more often than not. But anyways, that's all from me. I don't want to keep rambling. I don't want to keep wasting your time. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Especially subscribe and comment for engagement, and like too. Just do all three, please, if you can. If not, then just sub up. And I'll see you guys one of these 2 days, Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, take care. Challenge is almost done, so be ready for that.